Alright, we are back for round one die roll. I think this is keepable. Slightly risky, but if we do a green, we are in great shape. If we don't, we can, try hitting some more land drops. And this is the kind of hand that I feel slightly more confident to keep, knowing that I'm playing a 17 lands deck and not a 16 land deck. I mean, obviously one land is not a huge difference, but still. The opponent mulled to 6 and put the card on top. Okay, blue is kind of a good news. Well, we drew green right away, so I guess it's just great. But I guess some blue deck can be pretty aggressive, but when I have a hand that could be slow, I'd rather see an island turn one than a mountain turn one, obviously. Herald's good. We drew some more mana. So next turn we can go Cavalry. And if we draw another land, we can go turn 5 Herald as the opponent scries upkeep. Which means they probably want land drop, and they hit land drop. Trophy Mage, alright. Hopefully they don't fetch Harvester. It's probably the most threatening card they could get. But I do have answers, so it's not like... It would not be the end of the world. But I'd rather see a blue implement. It looks like they are thinking. I think if you have Harvester, you just slam it. Oh, Caravan. That's pretty good too. That's a pretty good one. So I could try to get Revolt, but yeah, I don't think this is... I think we just want to drop this as a 4/4. So I guess they will go Caravan here. They might go Caravan. They could go Caravan. Caravan, in theory, blocks my Cavalry, so, it would be a pretty decent move. No, looks like they have something else in mind. Malfunction on the Cavalry, maybe. For 4 mana. Spire Patrol, alright, this is not exactly what I was thinking about, but yeah, this makes sense, I guess. No attack with the Theorist. We drew land, alright, well. Hello! I am there to make your life painful. And if you don't have a Revolt, you will lose. And even if you have a Revolt, you will get 2 for 1. Card is busted. So if this survives, we can trade the Puzzle Knot with Pirate Patrol. Puzzle Knot is not like Implement, so if you will not draw a card by just having it go into the graveyard. But if you sack an Implement, you still draw a card, even if it's not from the Implement's ability. So you're scrying and thinking. I think this is a typical case of potentially them having something good, but that doesn't deal with Herald, so they need to put it on the bottom, even though it could have been good. Could be wrong, obviously. Mountain. So they already had the red if they wanted because of Caravan. The great thing with Herald is that even if they have something like Code in the Bright, it's not really gonna be good for them. If my opponent goes attack with Patrol, I'm just gonna take the damage. Yeah, you got me. Don't really want to have my Herald die to a Chandra's Revolution or whatnot, and yeah, I feel like if this stays on the battlefield slightly longer, there's no way I can lose. Things would be different if, I was at lower life total, but Alright. Kinda wanna just kill the patrol because it does apply a decent amount of pressure on me. The question is, how do I play this game? You know, in general. Because I am in a spot where they probably don't have the revolt for Herald, so they are very likely gonna lose. And I just wanna expose myself to some weird cards or things like maybe Fumigate. First thing first, we want to see if we can kill the patrol. And see what happens. Because depending on if this dies or not, this might change my play, obviously. Then what I'm most likely going to do is just drop the Seed Sculptor, boost the Druid, and keep it as a potential chump blocker for the Caravan. I could play both Cub and Seed Sculptor, but my board is great. I don't really want to play into too badly into Fumigate. But I still want to play a couple creatures to make sure I don't randomly die to Caravan plus, I don't know what could happen, but a couple things could happen. And I think we're attacking here. What happens? Gonna scry. And I think whatever they might do with their scry, I'm still gonna go with the play I just mentioned. They put something on top. Okay. Interesting. Spark that. And they will have to discard their last card. Okay, so it's gonna be whatever that's on the top of their library against what I have right here. I mean, there's a small chance the card is actually Fumigate. I don't really see myself blocking the Caravan next turn, actually. I'm just gonna drop Cub. Not gonna play Seed Sculptor because of Fumigate, potentially, and they kept something on top. But, Planar Bridge. Holy cow. Valchier's Dragster. Very interesting, they kept that on top. This card seems pretty bad on this board and this situation. Interesting. Just gonna trade with Druid and take 3. I mean, I can live with that. Pima. I mean, the Rishkar, Pima Renegade. So they cannot crew their Caravan. Sorry about the coughing. Probably gonna play Rishkar. Do I play Seed Sculptor too? I think so. It means they just die next turn if they don't chump block. Plays a little bit worse into Fumigate again, but I don't think I have any reason to play around Fumigate. I haven't seen the card. They are on top deck mode. Maybe Seed Sculptor is overextending, but no, I think it's fine. No, I guess if we just boost both creatures, they go down to 6. Yeah, I guess Rishkar is enough to threaten lethal if I don't know, it's kinda close, but I don't think we were in a spot where we could really lose. Even if they have Fumigate, we have Demolition for Caravan, plus, I don't know. Well, when I look at my next couple draws, if they had top deck Fumigate here, not playing the Seed Sculptor would have been much better. Maybe it was slightly wrong. Okay, so they definitely have artifacts, which means the 2-mana removal is coming in. Other than that, looks like, yeah, I don't know, blue-white splashing for red, basically. I don't have anything great against Flyer. I guess Silk Weaver Elite. Yeah. Against blue-white on the draw, I could see Elite being better than Strangler. And I might just cut a land on the draw. I'm more inclined to play 16 lands on the draw because you have one more draw step, and you can also afford to mulligan a little bit more on the draw. And there's nothing I want to cut really, so yeah, I think this will do. I think this is gonna be my sideboard. I'm just gonna check my artifact. Again, I'm playing a little bit more carefully and thinking a little bit more whether it be during sideboard or games. This is because it's a PTQ. I'm still pretty sure I cannot give myself... I cannot give the best of myself while recording, but I don't think there's a huge difference. Like, there might be a couple things I might miss just because I'm talking, but it's not that big of a difference. Either way. So far, I think my commentating and narration has been quite pretty much as usual. But at some point, you might see me just not talking and thinking for quite a bit of time. And yeah, this is something I might not do otherwise. But here, you know, obviously it's more important and it makes more sense to do so. Hand we kept is kind of slow, but I mean, it's not super slow. It really depends on what they do. And Natural Obsolescence was looking pretty good in this matchup, obviously. Might just have to run the Elite as a 2-2 next turn, which is kinda clunky, but they put the guard on top. And Tethered Express. I mean, one of the only 4-drop I would be happy to block with Elite is the Spire Patrol, but if they play that, they can just tap the Elite. And keeping the option of removing an artifact end of their turn is better. Yeah. By the way, I could see playing a Swamp instead of a Forest right here being better, so I can threaten Essence Extraction. I don't think it matters a ton, but my opponent might not play the same cards if if they know I can't cast this removal. Hopefully this is just an artifact. There aren't that many form... Yeah, okay, great. I definitely like the way I play this. Yeah, I was gonna say there's not a ton of 4 artifact except for Express, but they just played it last turn. And yeah, this is match... What? Somehow they messed up the crew. Alright, so my opponent misclicked, but it's not too bad as the thing would have been dealt with anyways. It's always slightly better when you make a misplay or I guess it's more of a misclick than a misplay, and it turns out, you know, it's at least for misclick. When you misplay, well, you misplay, but if you misclick, at least if it, at least if it doesn't matter, you know, you don't feel as bad, because here, if they had missed 6 damage, that would have been huge. Thanks. It was a pleasure to remove your threat from the battlefield. Okay, Mora is not the most threatening card. Ooh, Prey Upon. That's a pretty good one. So we could keep Battle out of the Breach. No, I think we want to keep Prey Upon available, if anything. We are not gonna battle for the Breach for 2 right here. I don't see why we would ever do that. Definitely putting a servo because of Battle, Herald, and Tethered Express that requires something to crew. So many reasons. They could have a bounce spell here, which would be slightly annoying. No bounce spell. Pretty sure if they had a bounce spell, they would have bounced the Express before damage. So we could prey upon the Moray pretty safely. Now I actually don't think we want to do that. And if somehow they slow roll the select for inspection, it's awful for us, but I really don't think I care about Moray right here. Put a card on top, drop an island. Like, I might rather, I don't know, kill something like a whale or mastodon for that matter. Interesting. So if we want to attack with Express, we cannot really kill the Mastodon. Well, I guess no, I lied. We could go animate the Express with Squad and battle the Mastodon with Servo and the mana. If I prey upon and they have nothing, my Express still takes 4 damage and trades with either Moray or Theorist, which makes me not happy about that play. If I go battle, tap out, attack with Express, they can go double block on the Express. Plus, no, it's gonna be 6/6, so they cannot do that. They cannot even trade. Yeah, I think the battle at the breach play is safer. And also, if I prey upon and somehow they have +2/+2, it's pretty much a disaster for me. I could also just play Herald of Anguish. But right now, I don't really see any reason to play more things when I'm already threatening them quite badly. I think this makes sense. You can do a lot of fancy things. You can implement plus Silkweaver Elite to draw cards. But here, if they have nothing, they just have to take 6 or Chum Block. We get rid of a threat. If they have +2/+2 indestructible, well, we still gain 5. It's not the end of the world. At least we did not play our fight into their pump spell. And either way, Squad, I mean, animating the Express with Squad is not bad because Squad is not really going to attack into Theorist and Moray very well. I mean, I don't really want to trade my Squad for Theorist. If you have the +2/+2, you just use it right here. Indestructible. Obviously, if they have +1/+2 or bounce something back to your hand, ally evasion, this might change their play. Not sure if they are thinking or, you know, just... Okay. they were either thinking or maybe they just start doing something else while I was thinking, because I took a little bit of time before making my play. So I guess if they do have the +1, +2, they can go double block and trade 3 for 1 with the Express. Put a card on the bottom and concede it. Yeah. That card is absurd. Looks like my opponent opened a pretty medium pool. They were playing a couple medium spell and my pool is insane, so I don't know. Just feels like crushing them with raw power level. You know, when you win and you still have a premium removal spell, one of the best cards in the set, in your hand. It feels good. Alright, so that was match 1, and hopefully all the matches until the top 8 will go this way, and even after the top 8. I don't mind having a sick top 8 deck and crushing, continue to crush people, but yeah, that was round 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, drop a like if you enjoyed, and I see you for the next round.